I'm like, girl, the fairest of them all. It's more like the most controversial of them all. Hello, darlings, and welcome to CareOffBook. I'm Care Darling, and today we are talking about Snow White and all of it. Just seems too much. It just seems too much. Now, just a heads up, I did just come back, so if you want to hear like where I've been, it's a wild story, so check out the last episode to kind of like catch up if you're interested. And also, you could hang out with me on Instagram at CareOffBook. I know, genius. But I'm getting into this whole like, leading ladies kind of thing, and I'm enjoying it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. But anyways, like I said, today we're talking about Snow White, not the original 1937 classic, but the Disney live-action remake that's been buried in drama, delays, and debate. And right in the middle of it, Rachel Zegler. Was she set up to fail, or did Disney drop the ball before the first apple even hit the ground? Let's get into it. When Disney first announced their live-action Snow White, fans were cautiously curious. Rachel Zegler, hot off her breakout role in West Side Story, was cast as the iconic princess. The film would feature new songs by the Greatest Showman duo and would be directed by Mark Webb of the Amazing Spider-Man fame. It sounded like a safe bet, but then the press tour and interviews began.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937.
It's a beautiful story about an amazing girl who wants to find the true self of hers. That is just so appealing and so special.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film. You know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
I mean, during interviews, Rachel described the prince as a stalker, said Snow White wouldn't be dreaming about true love, and emphasized this version would be more about leadership than romance. To some, that sounded like a fresh take, but to many fans of the original, it felt like a rejection of what made the story timeless. Worse, Rachel's tone in some of those clips came off as dismissive, even condescending. The internet pounced. Memes, TikToks, takedowns, you name it. Rachel became the face of everything fans feared about the remake. And Disney? Quiet as a mouse. Rather than backing their lead, Disney let the backlash simmer. They didn't defend her publicly, and they didn't clarify the film's direction. Instead, they delayed the release an entire year and started reworking the project. They even walked back their earlier choice to replace the Seven Dwarfs with a band of diverse magical creatures. Suddenly, we were back to the animated dwarves in the official promo images. And I don't know about you, but I think audiences are craving more authenticity. Like, don't use as much CGI. I think Wicked, I'm obsessed with Wicked still. I can't help it. But it just showed how people want things like an actual stage and the creativity of, isn't there a rumor that Disney is bringing back animated films? Which I'm like, okay, I'm for it, like the actual artistry of it. The drama kicked up a notch when Jonah Platt, the son of Snow White producer Mark Platt, jumped into conversation. He responded to criticism about his dad reportedly flying to New York to speak with Rachel Zegler's PR team after her political social media posts started making waves. In a now deleted Instagram comment, Jonah defended his dad, saying Mark had to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie. He went on to claim that Rachel's actions clearly hurt the film's box office and stressed the need for adult responsibility and accountability in the industry. The internet, of course, had thoughts. Some people felt Jonah was overstepping and escalated things unnecessarily, while others agreed with his take on keeping things professional. Either way, the film's poor box office, around $88.6 million globally on a $270 million budget. I mean, this added fuel to the fire and reignited the debate about whether Rachel's personal views overshadowed the movie itself. Now, here's the truth, or more like, this is my opinion. Rachel didn't write the movie. She wasn't in charge of marketing. She didn't do the songs. And I just feel like because she is the face of this film, a lot of the blame is going on her. But honestly, I think it's Disney. It's Disney's fault. Whether or not you liked her tone in the interviews, it's hard to deny she became the scapegoat for a film struggling with its identity long before the backlash began. And when things got heated, Disney backed away instead of backing her up. I mean, it was announced that Rachel Zegler is going to be Evita at the West End, and it's being directed by Jamie Lloyd. So she's book and blessed. Like, she doesn't necessarily need Snow White to be a success. So was Rachel Zegler the villain of this fairy tale, or just the mirror reflecting a messy, misguided remake? And I'm sorry, but not sorry, but Disney, they have been using these live actions as more of a cash grab. And I don't know about you, like as a fan, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So I did not go see the movie because I'm tired of paying for something. I feel used. I feel absolutely used. And so I'm just going to wait until it's on Disney Plus, and then I'll watch it because I'm paying for that, so might as well. And then I'll talk about it on here, and you guys can watch it too if you have Disney Plus, and then we'll discuss. But overall, like oh wait, did you hear that? So the live action Tangled has paused, and so has the other live action movies. And maybe this is actually a good thing, because this might be giving them the time to take a step back and go, okay, this is not working, and we need to stop taking advantage of our fans that love us and actually put in, I don't know, creativity, love, and care into it. Because already, based on the trailer, the promo picture even, I was like, man, I already know this is not going to be a great movie. But, okay, am I going to say, yes, I am. Why is she wearing a tulle skirt in the forest? That just seems like something that would pick up bugs. It's like the whole point of making a live action is to reimagine the story that was told. Like, I love Cinderella, but to be fair, there are tons of different Cinderella movies, right? Even Rocky is a Cinderella movie. So I think the audience was more accepting of that movie. And also, they weren't trying to make a scene for scene shot. They were like, we have this story. Like, instead of having this type of dress that's from the animated series, we're creating this dress. But why in Snow White did they say, well, Snow White wore this dress, so she's going to wear the same dress? It's like, this is your time to be creative. And then tulle skirt? A tulle skirt? Okay, I know, I need to calm down. Ugh. And that's it for today's episode. I would love to know your thoughts. Are you grumpy like me? Do you think the backlash is fair? Or maybe no. Okay, no, the backlash isn't fair. Why are we talking about Rachel Zegler? I saw a clip of Gal Gadot singing and doing that bit.
Now beware, you let me down, 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 down. In the dungeon you say.
And I'm like, you guys are talking about Rachel, but then, like, what? How'd she get the role? I'm so sorry. How did she get the role? And I have nothing against Gal. It's just, maybe they shouldn't have given her a song. Maybe. I don't know. share your thoughts. If you like talking about musicals and Disney and whatever, or having a tantrum with me, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, that was way too dramatic. Anyways, take care, darling.